What is up, bros and broettes? I am Slasher. We are back with episode 3 of season 3 of The Walking Dead. At least the Telltale version of it, at least. And this one, well, I'm assuming it's going to show you last time on The Walking Dead, so I won't spoil it if you haven't seen it yet. But so far, this is making out to be a very good season of The Walking Dead, and I've only heard good things about this episode as well. Generally, these episodes span about 2 to 3 episodes. Generally, they're about an hour to an hour and a half. I'm not sure how long this one is. I'm sure we're going to find out.
On The Walking Dead.
Alright, what do we got here? It's been a while since we last played.
I don't feel his cup up anymore, baby. Grandpa is sleeping.
No, Yaya.
So, right. We started out in the building.
People's awake.
The grandpa came back alive. This is like the origination of the zombie apocalypse.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
And then we beat the crap out of Grandpa.
Hey!
They captured us, and then we let them go. Maybe a mistake. I think we'll figure that out this episode. But then we found Clem.
Thanks.
Mari!
I forgot about that.
Shit!
Kate!
And that.
I have to stay with my family.
Go. I'll hold him off. I said go.
Hey,
Pretty sure.
what do we call you?
Oh, and then we met Jesus, right?
Sorry, forgot to introduce myself.
I'm
Paul,
Jesus.
but my friends call me Jesus.
See?
I fucking knew it.
You're one of them?
You're goddamn right she is.
If you want to shoot me, shoot me.
How about I shoot your little boyfriend here instead?
Oh, yeah, right. He went crazy. We shot him.
Shit.
Man, there was a lot of shit that went on in the first 2 episodes. I forgot about all that.
What the hell's going on out here?
Oh my god.
And then we figured out that the person running that town is my brother. And we also know that we are currently hooking up with his old wife. Or, I'm not sure, fiance? It might have been fiance. But yeah, so the plot really thickened at the end of episode 2. I'm assuming episode 3 is going to be a whirlwind.
I hate being out so close to dark. It's harder to see them coming.
We're just gonna get that propane and then come right back.
I saw it in that pickup truck parked down the road a little. In front of the Wallace's house. I just wish there was an easier way to get it. And that we didn't have to risk life and limb.
Nothing's easy anymore, Kate. But that doesn't mean we don't have to try.
I know.
I don't know if this is a flashback
It's
or
hard
not.
to get used to. That's all.
We get over there.
I think this is a
grab the
flashback.
tank, we get the hell back home. If we're lucky, we won't see a single one of those things.
Fingers crossed.
I'm about 90% sure this is a flashback to the very beginning of the zombie apocalypse.
There it is.
Let's take it and go.
Some shit's gonna hit the fan here.
Empty.
Of course it is.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Well, calm down.
Damn it!
That was just a bad decision. An all-around bad decision.
Of course it's empty. Why would we get that lucky?
Hey, keep it down. I know it sucks, Kate, but you gotta watch out.
I'm sorry. I'm just sick of this shit. I just thought this one time we deserve to catch a fucking break.
Well, you stay alive for a while long. Oh, that's the door. I saw that door. It's a little kid! Jesus Christ!
Kate, you're a hammer now!
Kill the kid, Kate! Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, what a start to an episode. Wow. Okay then.
I'm sorry. I was just so fucking scared.
You froze. It's okay.
I wanted to kill it. I really did, but
But you
I
didn't.
know him. That was one of Gabe's friends. True.
Oh, it was one of her kids' friends.
He always had a smile on his face.
I'm sorry you had to see that. I'm sure he was a good
We
kid.
only like bashed
He's
his
not a
head
kid
in.
anymore. He's just one of those things.
At least she understands
I
that.
don't even know what to call them.
Zombies, you know, that'll be a good start.
If they're just the dead.
Zombies.
Muertos.
That's what we'll call them.
I thought
Well,
we were gonna
that's
die.
just Spanish for zombie, isn't it?
Gabe and Mariana were just gonna wake up and we would just be gone.
You obviously say I'm here
I'm
for you.
Okay? I'm here. You're here. We're still alive. That's what matters.
So this is kind of showing how our relationship sparked up.
Can we go back now?
There's Gabe.
I know we all
Oh.
wanted to stay here in the house and wait for David to come back. But it's been 3 months since he drove away with your mom.
What are you saying?
We're not
Yeah, we
safe
never-
here. Not anymore. You and I could have been killed out there. For an empty can.
So, we'll leave. Go somewhere else.
That's what makes sense, I think.
Somewhere with crazy thick walls, okay? And a gate that's 20 feet tall.
We did actually go
Kids are
somewhere
gonna
like
be
that.
happy with this plan.
The kids will understand. And if they don't, we'll just make them see it our way. We have to go.
How come? What if I don't want to leave?
Wow, they've grown up a lot since then.
We're safe
And
inside
she's
the
dead.
house.
But that's beside the point.
And I bet we can find more food in the neighborhood if we just look harder.
We're tired of being afraid. Every time we leave you guys alone. And it's just getting worse out there. Better to leave now. While we still can.
What about Dad?
Yeah, how do you say, like, your
What's he
dad's
gonna
probably
think if
dead?
He shows up and we just ditched him. We might never find him again.
Your dad
This is the right
didn't
thing
want
to
us
say.
do this game. He'd want us to
We've
survive.
been surviving. Here. At home.
Barely.
I'm sorry, Gabe, but Javi's right.
How about you guys go and I stay here?
You're a
You're
kid.
gonna stay alone with the
Not how
zombies.
it works.
Good idea.
I can take care of myself. If I need any help, I'll just ask my friends.
Your friends are a little dead. I just killed one of them.
Honey,
What?
So I believe she's not the
What's
mom.
wrong with her? Why's
She's
she
like the
acting so weird?
stepmom.
Uncle Javi?
She's sad. Because
We're gonna be honest with him.
we saw your friend, Drew, but it wasn't.
And he wasn't
exactly
so
him.
alive.
You mean he was one of them?
we're so sorry, Gabe. So you understand why, don't you? Why we
He's
had
I mean
to
he's
leave.
got to.
If that happened to you, I couldn't bear it.
When do we have to go?
Right now.
Tomorrow, as soon as it's daylight.
I want to leave him a note.
I'll help you get started. Okay?
Oh, his dad. He wants to leave his dad a note.
I want to say something good.
Or for David. I'm confused.
Something that won't make him sad.
Just
We
tell
love
you
him.
All of us. And nothing's gonna change that. Not ever.
I'm curious who they're leaving this note for.
I'm gonna write it right now, so we don't forget.
Of course.
I'll help him.
Thank you. Really.
Alright, so is this where we get the flash forward? Nope. Telltale presents. Okay, so they were married. There we go. There's my answer. But that chapter's over now. The Walking Dead: A New Frontier. Really, Season 3. Dad, we had to move somewhere else. I don't know where, but Kate says we're not safe here. No matter what happens, always remember, we still love you, Gabe. Wait, the sister didn't sign it? Right, so she takes her tape player, not the bunny. We remember that. We remember her talking about that. So our character was like a famous baseball player. Look at, they're leaving. Pudding? Bring the snack packs. There's the pot. I don't know if you guys remember the pot scene from the first episode, but... Everybody in. I thought we were leaving in the morning. It's still nighttime. Goodbye, home. So then, as we know from episode 3, Above the Law, we now meet up with her husband. I guess they never got divorced, so it's her husband. I guess they talked about getting divorced, but that was at the very beginning of episode 1. It seems like in this episode they're jumping through time a little bit more than normally.
Dad?
Javi, is that really you? I always hoped I'd find you.
I thought you died.
I thought you were dead, man. I thought you'd been dead for a long time.
No such luck.
Why didn't he come back?
I knew you were still alive. I knew it.
Hey, weapons down! This is my family!
And he's like their leader,
You
too.
gotta let us in. Kate doesn't have much longer.
Jesus. Kate!
David?
I'm here, honey. I'm right here. What the hell happened?
She's been shot. And we got the bullet out, but she's still bleeding. We need your doctor. Now, David.
What the fuck is she on the ground for? She's barely got a pulse.
Because your people told us to put her on the
How
ground.
are you just gonna leave her here like this?
He said we had to kneel. I couldn't hold on to her.
The fuck you trying to prove, Max?
They're outsiders, David. It's what we do with everybody.
She's coming inside!
But she hasn't been checked.
Fuck that! This is my wife!
I didn't know. Honest.
She's going to the hospital, now!
Okay, what about the rest of the people?
I'm gonna make sure of it.
Wait, I'm going with you.
Sorry,
Really?
the rest of you have to go straight to quarantine.
What for?
That's some
All
bullshit.
newcomers get checked for bites, and they all have to answer a couple of questions. Our doctor will clear the 2 of them, but the rest of you have to come with me to the quarantine holding area.
Well, that's laggy. I think the game just froze. Pretty sure the game just froze. Alright, gotta restart the game.
And they all have to answer a couple of questions. Our doctor will clear the 2 of them.
Don't you get it? I'm David's brother. I'm going to the hospital with them.
We have procedures here. Procedures that have to be followed. Even if you
Well,
are...
you're a bit of an
related to
asshole.
This is bullshit.
Does she not believe me that I'm related to
David.
David?
Come on.
Hey, David!
What an asshole!
Let's go.
Alright, well, we're Lonesome Warrior with Jesus now. We will go with Jesus. Is this quarantine? What a lovely place.
Trip.
Oh God, Eleanor!
How did she get separated from us?
We found the car without you in it. I didn't know what to think.
The engine up and died.
Right.
We were looking for help, and this happened. I've been so worried about Kate. I told them she needed a doctor. They promised me someone would look into it. Please, tell me they found her.
Well, luckily we found her before she got any worse. They just took her to the hospital.
I can't believe no one went to look for her. I'm sorry, Javi. Really, but I didn't have any reason not to believe them. What?
The people here in Richmond, they're New Frontier.
Oh right, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, you ain't even
So we don't like these guys.
One of them's his brother.
The leader is my brother, even better.
I didn't even know you had a brother, Javi.
Hey, nobody's more surprised than me. I thought
It
the
is
guy was
true.
dead. We haven't seen David in years. It's just been me, Kate, and the kids this whole time.
I don't even want to think about what the odds are, but he did seem pretty damn surprised to see you.
Whoever this guy is, he can't be all bad, right? I mean, he helped Kate instead of hauling her down here.
Of course
Explain
he brought
why.
her inside. She's his damn wife.
You're kidding. Kate
Oh,
is married to your brother?
The only reason I know Kate is because she married David. I was the best man at their wedding.
this doesn't look so good for us.
Wow. Okay.
Family drama aside, hope you know I'm not about to make nice with New Frontier. I know you didn't have much stake in Prescott, Javi, but they burned that place to the ground for no fucking reason.
It is
After
true.
everything you folks told me, I'm guessing I'm not gonna find my people alive.
Hell, Javi. They killed your niece! Shot Kate! For all we know, your brother could have been behind it.
That is true.
Even if it wasn't his idea in the first place, if he knew about it and didn't stop it.
I hate to admit it.
I like these guys, so I'm gonna side with these guys.
There's a chance he gave the order. If he didn't know it was them, if he was just trying to get payback for what was stolen.
Because he seems like the leader, right? Like, he really does.
What was he like when you knew?
A bit of a
You guys
dick.
get along? He seemed happy enough to see you up there.
Things between me and him were complicated. Some days
That's the best way to
we'd at each
explain
other's
it.
Throats. Other days we could shoot the shit for hours and still find stuff to talk about.
So he's a moody son of a bitch, huh? If
That's a
your
way to
brother
put it.
knew anything about what happened in Prescott, he's got to answer for it. They all do. I owe that to Conrad. I'm not just gonna let things slide. I've never really been an eye-for-eye kind of man.
We need to
Play
let
along
them
for
play
now.
along with their rules. Go along with what they say. For now. Then, when the time is right, that's when we demand justice.
That seems about right. Did you hear that?
Hey,
I would have been here sooner, but I had to take care of something.
Something. What's the something? I bet you his wife's gonna be
He's
branded.
asking for you.
I bet you that's what he had to take care of.
Maybe you think it's okay to keep a lady waiting. Thought I taught you better than that.
what about the rest of my friends?
I like
Not
that.
invited.
Bullshit.
Looks like the rules don't apply to everyone, huh?
That's right. Some people get out of here early. Others stay a long fucking time.
Trip, just drop it, okay?
I'll get him out of there. Don't you worry.
Smart cookie, this one.
Javi, just go.
I'm telling you right now, if we get a chance to kill my brother, it's happening.
I'll be back as soon as I can. You know that.
I don't want to say the whole Kate thing in front of him because he doesn't know we were banging yet, and that's just going to cause problems. I'm sure it'll come up soon that Kate was banging me. I'm sure it'll come up, but Part 1 complete. Southern Hospitality. It always seems like in every Walking Dead game we've
Go along
played,
with them
we
for
always
now.
get to like a town at some
Doesn't
point.
sound good. We have a process. Our own way of doing things. Your guys better not have a problem with that.
Well, we figured that out by now.
It'll go well for troublemakers here. I hope that's clear.
No problem. You won't have to worry about them.
Didn't sound that way.
They just
I-
need
I
time.
was gonna say.
They're used to things.
I hope you're right. Come on.
Are we going to the hospital? Like, is that... There's a lot of people in this town. I did not expect there
Where
to
we
be
going?
this many.
Kate asked for you. I thought you'd want to check on her.
I do. I just don't want to seem too
Listen
eager.
up,
Jesus.
He told me some pretty messed up things.
Oh, God. That's not good.
Things I need your help wrapping my head around.
He shouldn't have done that. I wanted to tell you myself.
Did it freeze again? It froze again. Well, that's not good. And it's not even like I have a disc, so it's not the disc, it's the digital download, so that's not good.
Things I need your help wrapping my head around.
He shouldn't have done that. I wanted to tell you myself.
Bad news is bad news. Who cares who delivers it?
He's not talking about...
Mariana.
Yeah.
Just a few days ago.
Okay, so you didn't tell him about me and Kate.
I'm sorry, David. She's gone.
Like,
he's got to be used to losing people by now, right? Like, he's the head of a freaking cult.
Grieving for the same person twice. Like losing something you didn't know you had. What was she like, Javi?
She was a bundle of joy.
Separated. Who did my little girl become?
We got along well. Her smile kept me going through a lot of rough times.
That...
Because she was the nice one, right? Like, when we started the game.
How did she die?
Oh, let me tell him. They shot her in the head.
Minding her own business. She just found her lost headphones in the dirt. She was smiling. And then someone put a bullet in her head.
One of your men.
Would just open fire on her like that.
One of your men.
An animal with your mark.
Yeah.
In the habit of killing little girls.
David, I was there. They shot Kate too. Ask your buddy at the gate if you don't believe me.
Max was a part of this?
Certainly was.
Fuck.
Someone's in trouble.
Details. What the hell went down out there? I need to know exactly what happened. Everything you remember.
They ambushed us in a junkyard. Just unloaded us.
This is a good place to start.
They chased us back to this town, Prescott. Their leader flooded it with walkers and tear gas.
Leader?
A crazy bald guy with a beard.
Badger.
Oh, fucking Badger. I don't know who Badger is, but fuck Badger.
Son of a bitch, okay? Do me a favor. Keep this to yourself. The politics here, they can get messy.
I thought you were the boss.
There's 4 of us that run Richmond. You need to impress the other 3. Or you'll be back on the road by morning.
But I don't know if I really want to stay here.
Try not to stir things up.
I can be impressive when I try. I'll follow your lead.
Yeah, wasn't I like the smooth talker? Like, wasn't that me?
Security here, but it's not like my word is law. This shit with Badger doesn't make things any easier.
Is Badger another one of the leader guys? Who is that?
The fresh meat.
Ava, this is my brother, Javi.
The baseball brother? No shit. What are the chances of you turning up on the doorstep? Welcome to civilization.
This is the one I want to say.
All the time at the start.
Oh, good, I hope.
I think you know the answer to that.
So no? Absolutely not?
Ava's my right hand. If there's anyone you can trust in Richmond, it's her.
She looks a little grumpy. The weird squint in one of her eyes.
That woman, the fucking soldier. She was the first person I met up with after you and me got separated. I never would have made it without her.
I still want to know why you never came back.
Gabe said you went back to the house. At the start. I'm sorry I never found you.
We waited for you. For 3 months. Eventually the house was overrun and we had to move. Why didn't you come back?
Mama and I got routed out of the city on the way to the hospital. It wasn't long before she...
died? Okay, yeah, we get that.
I couldn't get back into Baltimore, so I hooked up with my old unit. We thought we could build a safe zone outside D.C. After what happened to Mama, And everyone else.
So that doesn't answer why he didn't come back. Oh, he just thought we were dead?
But you were taking care of him, weren't you? I'm not gonna lie. I never thought you had it in you.
The day Dad died, I promised I'd stick around. Be there for the family.
No, it's so heartfelt.
Kept my word.
Took the end of the world, but you finally grew up.
Until he finds out I'm banging his wife. He's not going to be so happy with that.
This is where they're treating Kate. Don't get comfortable. We're not staying long.
Why not? So, we know there's 3 leaders now. She took some clothes off.
Hey!
Hey, kid. Got everything you need?
Yeah. This place is like a resort. Check it out, Javi. Noodles in a cup.
We need to get you some real food. Stat. Turn you into a soldier.
Of course, they're like best friends now.
Javi, I'm glad you're okay.
I was gonna say the same about you.
Uh-oh, things about to get awkward.
Look at this family. Look at my wife. Isn't she the most beautiful woman alive?
Come on. With the lights off, you could mistake me for a walker.
You're a lucky man, David.
We're all lucky.
What,
you okay?
My...
Shit.
Gabe was looking at me like, you haven't told him yet.
I'm
She wasn't
fine.
actually in pain.
I just needed to talk to you, alone.
What's going on?
I'm scared, Javi. More than I was the whole time on the road. Even
Because she's scared of David.
I was going to die. Everything inside me screams to get away from here. These people are killers. And David? David threw his own brother in a cell.
Yeah,
That is true. I didn't really think of
place
that.
gives me the creeps.
I'm glad to hear that. I was afraid you'd been won over by the security here. It's always been you and me on the road, Javi. That's how we've made it this far. Please, promise me we'll go back to that the first chance we get. This place, it's a cage.
I think that actually kind of makes sense.
We can't let ourselves get locked in.
I do have to say this, though.
But we can't just turn our backs on this place. On my brother.
Javi.
Oh, wait, that's not what I wanted to say.
I used to say that about my
I wanted to
friend
bring up
on
Gabe,
marriage,
not David.
because it still applies. Whatever. Just, please. Please don't leave me alone for too long.
I don't know how that's gonna work.
Feeling better?
How you doing, sweetheart? David reported some pain.
It's less.
What's up, Doc?
Strange how it just comes and goes.
I think she pulled her stitches when she sat up.
Her stitches?
I doubt it. But pain often comes in waves with abdominal wounds. I'll give you something to take the edge off, in case it comes back. Truly superlative work. I thought I'd have to operate, but all she needed was IV fluids and some antibiotics. How did you find someone with skills like these? A wound like this kills 9 out of 10. Whoever did this really knows their stuff.
She's locked up.
That would be Eleanor. One of my friends you threw in quarantine.
Well, she's no use to anyone there. We should let her out. I'll vouch for her.
Agreed.
There's one out.
Bring her here.
I want to meet this Eleanor. I'm sure she'll be an asset to our community.
You can vouch for the rest of them too, right?
It doesn't work that way, but we'll make the case for them soon. Javi and I have to go meet some people now. See if we can't
Oh, yeah, we gotta meet the 3 head honchos, other than David here.
We're gonna take real good care of you.
That's actually really sad. You can tell she's like disgusted with him kissing her.
Send my apologies, David. I won't be able to make it.
It's actually like really sad.
Fine. I just want to keep an eye on my patient. The others know my vote is with you.
Come on.
What does that say?
Remember what I
Safety?
said.
On the sign?
When we meet these guys, keep what happened to Mariana to yourself. Badger is one of my guys, and I will handle him.
Why not? We just kill him. Just kill him. He killed your daughter. I really don't know how this is going to go. Meeting everyone. I think I'm going to be really tempted to bring up the whole Mariana thing. Because, like, especially when we meet Badger. If we meet Badger, I'm just assuming we are going to. It's a really creepy-ass church.
It may look pretty, but it's all sugars.
All right,
There's no
who are these
substance.
guys?
It tastes pretty, Clint. That's all that matters.
Well, we got Clint.
Ah, the brother.
Javi, meet the guys. Clint runs food production. The crops you saw, that's him and his people. Jones, our bridge to the outside world. She handles contact with other settlements.
Pleased to meet you, Javi.
There's
I
other
trust
settlements?
You've been treated well. I hope you haven't been handled too roughly. Some of our people left their courtesy with their old lives.
Yeah, I'm not
the
being that
cellar
nice.
threw me in was totally 5-star.
I'm sorry about that. We have to be careful. I'm sure you can understand. We were just about to eat. Clint was trying to convince me of the essential superiority of his cream spinach over my magnificent Black Forest gâteau.
It's no contest.
Yeah, that cake
The
looks
spinach
way
has more
better.
nutritional value.
Javi, take a look at that table. You tell me what you'd rather put in your belly.
The cake.
Spinach
It's
from
very
Clint's
clearly the
garden,
cake.
or a baked delicacy
But
by yours truly.
we all gotta all say,
so good.
yeah,
I want
this is
to
the
go.
obvious
So
answer.
polite, David. You sure he's your brother?
Can't trust a diplomat. Always saying one thing and thinking another.
Please.
Well, he doesn't
make
like
yourself
me.
Comfortable. We value straight talk here, so please, forgive me if I seem direct. We're usually pretty strict about who we open our doors to. Your brother's word counts for a lot.
Is that so?
The three of us and Dr. Lingard make all the decisions here, so yeah.
Oh,
People
okay,
who
so those
choose
are the
to stay
forehead
with us,
people.
They have to deal with us bossing them around. Not saying you wouldn't, but it can be an adjustment. Especially for the more independent-minded. There's no structure out there now. People get used to doing as they please.
I don't want this to be rude.
What qualifies you to lead?
Testing us already?
Just curious who's leading the troops into battle.
Everything you see, we built ourselves. If that's not an endorsement, I don't know what is.
When Joan and I met your brother, he was trying his hand at fruit.
Fruit?
We found him slowly murdering an orchard on the Shenandoah River.
Howdy fucking ha.
I helped him bring it back to life.
We had a good run there.
For as long as it lasted.
What happened?
What always happens. We trusted the wrong damn people. That's what led us to start this. Wondering what
So
this
you
fine
get
piece of
branded.
body art is all about?
Have seen that mark a few times.
You probably saw it at the gates. Right, Javi?
We all took it as a sign of commitment.
Why doesn't he want me to tell him what
It was a
happened?
crude answer to a difficult problem, and it hasn't always worked.
I'm gonna say it. I guarantee I'm gonna say it.
We had a terrible winter just after we moved here. We lost a great deal. Loved ones
Of crops
who
or
left holes in
you
our
know,
lives.
never mind, people.
Protecting my people from that kind of pain, that's what keeps me awake at night. It turned me into a perpetual night owl. I know it's a lot to ask.
I know how you feel. Seeing the people I care about suffer, it's a terrible feeling. I just want to shield them from it all.
It's a noble aim, one worth fighting for.
So she's nice. I've decided that. Oh, look who it is.
What are you doing here?
I sent for him.
Since when does he answer to you?
From what I hear, he's well acquainted with your brother. They exchanged a few bullets outside our walls.
Is that right? Is there bad blood between you and Max?
I'm gonna be
Nothing that can't
honest.
Be worked out.
I want to hear that from Javi.
Let's just say I wouldn't invite him to my wedding.
Yeah, I wouldn't fucking go.
Good, because I just said you wouldn't be invited.
Max, how did this start?
He's gonna lie.
Look at him. You have an obligation to tell the truth.
He's gonna lie.
Siphoning gas from one of our vehicles.
Max.
Sorry, David. I know he's family, but your brother's a thief.
Is it true?
Answer her. Did you steal gas from us?
You can't believe a word he says. He's lying through his teeth.
It's not in his interest to do that.
That's not all. Rufus said Clementine ran his truck off the road just to break him free.
Clementine?
Girl we had trouble with in the past. You can always judge a man by the company he keeps. Running with that girl don't look good.
I would say not.
Well, let's judge you then. You got some colorful friends.
So what if Javi met up with Clementine? It doesn't mean anything.
We kicked her out for a reason, David. Now the two of them are...
This is very interesting.
This is who you're asking us to vouch for, David? Seriously? You know we can't just open our doors to bandits. We're trying to build something different here.
You think I'm bad? You have maniacs running around out there who are much, much worse.
I'm not sure what you mean. We hold our people to
Just
the
tell
highest
them.
standards.
I don't understand, like, whatever I press.
You have something to say?
Yes! I'm telling her.
One of your people, some asshole called Badger, he put a bullet in a little girl, my niece, David's daughter.
What? Damn it, Javi, I told you I'd handle it.
No, David, this cousin fucking dirtbag has the balls to accuse me? He and Badger destroyed an entire town.
That's enough.
No. We need to hear this.
Yeah, good.
Go on, Javi. Sounds like you've got more to get off your chest.
They used tear gas. There was nothing left of Prescott when they were done.
Badger did that, not me.
You were right there next to him.
I tried to get him to stop, I swear.
David, we warned you about getting your soldiers in line.
We don't know all the facts.
That's
We know
why.
Enough.
That's why he didn't want us to say anything.
I want them gone. All of them. Take Javi and everyone in the quarantine to the gate. Send them out with
Oh,
enough weapons
shit.
to defend themselves, but no more.
Oh, we're getting kicked out too.
Look, we can't fight this. Not now. Kate and Gabe will be safe here. Your doctor friend too. But the rest of you...
Whoa, I don't think so.
I'm sorry.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Just play along, okay? I'll help you when I can. Just stay alive. Okay?
So, everyone gets to stay but me, essentially. Because there's 3 of us that are now going to be out there. It's going to be Jesus, I don't remember the other blonde guy's name, and me. Everyone else gets to stay. That's bullshit. They acted like we had a big group of people that needed to go. I'm sure Clementine's going to end up helping us, though, once we get kicked out here.